Hey everybody, it's Danielle with Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District. I'm here today to do a craft with you. So I need you to go get some construction paper, a bottle of glue, and a white piece of paper. We're gonna do some tear art today. So let's get started. All right, so now we're all set to do our tear art. I've got my main piece of paper that I'm gonna glue all of my pieces onto. I've got my bottle of glue and kind of my scrap pieces. So depending upon what activity you decided you're gonna make or project, then you can kind of pick out colors of whatever you have at home. So I envisioned making a giraffe today, so that's why I chose these scraps. So let's get started. The fun part about this art is it doesn't have to be perfect because we're literally tearing our pieces of paper to make our pieces. So I'm just gonna tear around and start to make a head of a giraffe. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. The fun part is it could be unique and different, and I think you'll really like when it all comes together at the end. So I'm making the head of my giraffe right now by literally just tearing the pieces. And I'm gonna cut that about right there. And now I need a body for my giraffe. So I'm gonna take kind of my same piece and I'm gonna see if I can just shape this out into a giraffe body. You can even make up an animal, you could do flowers, whatever kind of design you want to create. So there's the body of my fun giraffe here. And I had this fun piece, so I'm just gonna add this as my grass down at the bottom. That was kind of a fun piece that I found in my scrap drawer. And I'm gonna start making the legs. Now I think that my giraffe is gonna come into shape here. So obviously I'm gonna move him down a little bit, and I'm kind of putting all my pieces on before I glue it down just for that reason. I can kind of see where do I really want all of my pieces to be at. And then I'm gonna take my brown now and I'm gonna add some spots. So we're just gonna kind of tear some circles. Now remember, they're not gonna be perfect. It's exactly how I want it. I want it to be kind of unique and each dot to be its own shape as I make my giraffe here. So we're just gonna kind of keep making a couple more dots. And you can even use a Sharpie marker and add the eyes if you want later, or if you have googly eyes at home, if you've got pipe cleaners or other craft materials, you can definitely add to your design here. So now we see I kind of have a basic giraffe. I could add on some clouds if I wanted to with my blue, but you can kind of see the shape that my picture is taking here. So now that I'm a little bit comfortable with things, I'm gonna start gluing down some of my pieces. So once I start gluing those down, I'm gonna remember dot, dot, not a lot, because I don't want those to show through. Oops, and see how I kind of bumped mine already, but that's okay because that's all part of the art process, is putting this together how I'd like. So once I have my giraffe in place, I have my tear art and I can keep adding to it, and again I can change it up. So you can see here I have my finished product. So I glued all of my pieces down, I added an eye with a Sharpie marker, and I added some clouds for design. So I hope you had fun with us today on our tear art. For those who might also want to take your tear art to the next level, you can actually create a book and use your tear art as your illustration. So you can see here I created a story and then I left some space for my illustrations, and I use that process of tear art to add to my story. So you can see my character changes and my tear art continues. So just another fun way to do this kind of tear art project. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed our tear art today. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. If you've enjoyed these, subscribe below so you don't miss the next one. We will see you soon.